with the curtain rings attached to them. Now, again, the choice is yours. You can use the ribbon that has been provided in this little patch, or you can use the felt or fleece that's been provided as well. So you could just stitch it on with zigzag and that would be nice and easy. In this case, I am going to use the ribbon. But I'm going to show you another little technique that we started to use when we were making the fidget mats in bulk, and that is that instead of having to turn it over top and bottom, I'm actually just going to turn this over at the bottom, and I'm going to make the ribbon go all the way, right the way out to the edge of the mat itself. Just going to put a pin in here. Look, some of these pins are not very sharp. I think I've done too much dressmaking over the years. Okay, and then the same on this side. Just going to pin this one in place. Making sure that these bottom two pieces are even. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then, again, we're just going to stitch these into place using straight stitch. So, straight down the side. Now, I've used white stitching for all of the fidgets so far. Except for when I did the face with the braids, and I changed the stitching then to a different colour, but most of these you can get away with white as long as you keep the stitching nice and neat and tidy. It should be fine. Okay, so we've got that one stitched into place. And then we do the same on the other side. Obviously, when you're stitching with a different colour, it can show any little imperfections, but don't worry too much about that. Nobody's going to be checking how straight your lines of stitching are or anything like that. It's really just a functional thing. So now we've got those two pieces in place, we're just going to take, let me just trim that little piece off there, it's come off the bottom of the ribbon. Just going to take our lacing. Now in this case what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it at the top because I don't really want this lace to be lost. So I'm just going to stitch that in place with a couple of little stitches just right at the very, very top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lace this through the little plastic rings, like so. I think it might be a good idea if people put a little knot at the end of these as well, but it would have to be a very small one to be able to still get through these little loops. If you've got ribbon that you prefer to use, you can obviously use that, or if you've got a little bit of cord, or in fact a shoelace even. If you want to use that, that's fine as well. But this does make for a nice colourful lacing fidget. I'm just going to put a little bow at the bottom of it like this. And there you have your little laced fidget.